Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today you join me at BMW Park Lane showroom, and as you can see, it's had a complete revamp. The last time we were here, our own cars were displayed in the showroom and it looks absolutely amazing now. The last showroom hadn't been refurbished for around 8 years, I believe, and now this is the new standard setting for BMW dealers across the UK. But the real reason we're here is to pick up a new car to add to mine and Bilal's collection. Let's go and check it out. I'm sure most of you can guess what this is, but after myself and Bilal drove Bob's car from Studi in the Japanese mountains, we realized that we had to have it. So this is the latest addition to mine and Bilal's collection. So let's take this off. So that's a new M4 CSL. As some of you will be aware, this has a unique strut brace and the Eventuri intake doesn't fit with it anymore. So the first thing we're going to do is take it back to the workshop, get the intake on our G82 with this strut brace and see how we can get it to fit.
So we've got our M4 CSL back from Park Lane and it's sitting next to the mint green M4 competition. Now, there are a lot of differences between both cars, but what interests me the most is what's under the bonnet. So let's open them up and have a look. So with the bonnets open, you can see the differences. Obviously, the first thing to notice is on the competition, we have our own engine cover and our intake already fitted. That isn't the case in the CSL, and that is purely because of the strut brace that they've used in the CSL. It's much wider, it spans a lot more area in the engine bay, and it actually hits our intake if we were to put that into place. So I have actually tweaked the design already of the intake, and it's only on this side which needs tweaking. So I've printed that. Let's fit that intake into the competition and also fit another one of these strut braces into the competition, and let's see if it all fits. Okay, I've got the carbon fiber production version in my right hand and the 3D printed prototype for the CSL in my left hand. The differences are between the tube and the housing. So whereas with the current production version, the carbon tube swoops upwards and then you've got this upward swooping curve on the housing itself to then go down to the duct. On the new version, we've had to keep the tube flat and not go up as quickly as we do previously, and that's to clear the larger strut brace. So we do still have the upward swoop on the housing, but it's not as gradual as it was with the production version on the normal M4. So let's get this fitted into the car and then I'll get the CSL strut brace and see how well it clears. So I fitted the prototype intake along with the CSL strut brace, and it's good to see that the measurements I used when I designed the adjustments have worked really well. There's really good clearance now underneath that tube, and there is still a swoop with the housing which is prominently displayed when you look at it from the side. But it clears nicely. I might have gone a bit too aggressive on the relief inside of the housing, so I might just tweak that. I may tweak the angle a little bit on the tube, But overall, I'm pleased with the first prototype. Obviously, we now need to test this for performance to make sure that the changes I've made haven't had a detrimental impact on the intake. So we'll do that, and we'll also make sure that the design is optimal before we go to production. The other thing to notice is that the carbon fibre engine cover we've made fits perfectly with that CSL strut brace. Although this one has been cut out for the CSL manifold, the strut brace nicely frames that engine cover, and I think it actually looks nicer with this strut brace. So with the fitment confirmed, I'm going to iterate it to optimize the overall design, which means that we will be pushing forward into production. So those of you lucky enough to have a CSL or are retrofitting the CSL strut brace, you will also be able to fit the updated Venturi intake specifically for that strut brace.
That is the introduction to our M4 CSL. We haven't driven it yet properly because the car is going to Dom at Rapid for full PPF to protect this lovely frozen Brooklyn grey paint scheme. When the car comes back, we will do the RDS 1200 mile run-in service. This is the third time we're doing it on a G Series. Once that's done, we'll do a proper driving review of the car. Hopefully the weather conditions will be a little bit better by then, and we can give you an indication of what this car is like compared to the base G82. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please remember to smash that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you want to join the conversation, please drop a comment below and we'll try our best to respond to you. If you want to watch more of this project, you can do so over here. If you want to watch what YouTube thinks you might like from our other content, you can do so over here.